Hey YouTube, this is Francine. It's been a minute. It's been a minute on my channel, Free Indeed, and figure it's time to come on and just submit something. These videos that I create, I just want to reiterate, this is for people or anybody who would like to listen to them and just learn from different situations um, going throughout, life, just different things that happen to us. And I'm not afraid to release, my experiences. So, yeah, today's video, I titled it Humility Cult. So, humility, first of all, just to kind of re rehash, what does it truly mean to be humble? And of course, we know humble is the originated word of humility. But um, to be humble is a form of, like modesty, not being arrogant, prideful, so blown up with vain uh, attitudes of yourself. So, in other words, it's a low view of one's own importance. So, in other words, you would place others before you. In fact, yeah, good idea. Yeah, it's a good one, Fontaine. Okay. And so, yeah, you just kind of, have a smaller view of your own importance versus others. You would rather place others ahead of you, you know. But also, it's a freedom from arrogance. It's even to say it's a lack of pride in a healthy way. So, in some cases, it's good to have pride, but I don't know what we didn't turn pride into. That's somebody else's story. Anywho, I wanted to just speak that why is humility important to God? Humility allows us to be submissive, to the Most High, to the Most High God, whom is our Creator, the Creator of all. And so when we have faith in the divine, we are being humble. This is a part of a personal relationship with the Most High God. You feel me? And so to have humility is very important. That's how we connect with the Father. Okay. And so we have to realize that we cannot live without true spiritual relationship in our lives and expect to be protected and blessed in everything we do. That's more like ass backwards, to be honest with you. It's backwards. So I, in fact, have been learning, uh, during my journey in life, I've been learning to trust in the Most High God, or the universe or whoever you call your God. But my God is the creator of all, the universe. Um, it didn't happen overnight, but it's a process of talking to the Most High and thinking about Him and, just walking with the Most High just like you would with a regular relationship here in the flesh. And so, most definitely, we are to, talk and just talk to Him like normal. Just, it doesn't have to be a special way. Just speak to Him. And you do most definitely want to do it with a willing attitude, a willing spirit. You got to want to do it. It has to be something that you enjoy doing. If it's like your first time or you haven't done it before, in other words, then it's a learning process. But just start somewhere. Just do it. Just talk to them. And so, um, in an example, do we not believe that our own children love us? We do. We believe our seeds, our children, our kids, we believe they love us. So if we take that up a level, for us grown-ups, then our Heavenly Father wants us to love Him just as our children look up to us and call us mommy, daddy. I want, I need, can you? It's the same way the Most High wants us to talk to Him. Father, can you? Will you? I need. I do it. I do it. But yeah, our Heavenly Father wants us to love Him the same way, just with our free will. So we show Him by truly placing, sincere prayers as well and meditation toward the God of all gods. And so now to get to the humility coat that I'm speaking of. Now, to put on the coat of humility is not an easy thing to do for anybody, I'm sure. But when it comes to wearing your humility in public, we know that behind closed doors is much easier. It's not easy to do it in public, and for some people, it's not easy to do it behind closed doors either. But you know, and when you're in discretion of behind closed doors, there's nobody looking at you. On the flesh side of things, no fleshy human beings watching you, but spirit is watching and listening. You feel me? And so that's who your audience would be: the Most High and Spirit team. That's the audience in secret and in public. And this is evidence that you have a relationship with the Most High is when you wear it in public. When you're not afraid to wear that coat of humility in public. That truly confirms who you walking with. And so, for the most part of my life, I wore the coat of humility. Sometimes, throughout the years of becoming an adult, from my adolescent stages, I would question myself, why am I being treated differently? Or what did I do to make others treat me with inequality, hate, disrespect? I was bullied a lot. I was set up on numerous occasions, even throughout my adult years, and the rumors that were created. So, funny how in the setup events, though, that were created, they were created to destroy everything about me. That's when, the rumors was added to the setup events for that extra touch of hate. So basically combining the truth, it's basically they combine the truth with the extension of lies. And that's what basically rumors, and then in a lot of cases rumors can just be a total flat out lie, but to make it look good, they had to mix partial truth with partial lies. You feel me? And so I still failed to lose my strength to keep on living. You hear me? I didn't lose my strength to keep living and playing and smiling and laughing just like they wanted to. We're all born here and placed on earth to enjoy life and to have life more abundantly, not to take somebody else's joy away and then laugh about it or set somebody up and then get paid for it or whatever. That's not how life goes. It's been going on like that for a minute, but I tell you what, the Most High is wrapping that up. If y'all haven't noticed by now, he's tired. He's tired of seeing all this evil, all this backstabbing and slandering and lying and creating different scenarios of smut. He's tired. And also, if you haven't been paying attention, this is a new era. So, again, what worked for you before, years ago, it is no longer in service. You got a problem with it, take it up with the Most High. That's who's clearing it out. Anyway, I never failed to give up on myself. I still enjoyed um, my cats. I used to have a bunch of cats when I was younger. I played with them a lot. And then just, in my adult years, my beautiful children um, would take my mind off of everything. And I still had joy in my children. And yeah, I never stopped. But anyhow, after some time, I started to think that maybe, that all this stuff would just come to a halt and just stop. You feel me? That's what I told myself. It'll be over one day. Only to witness that year after year, it kept on happening. It kept coming. And I couldn't understand what the hell was happening. I couldn't wrap my mind around what was going on. So after, the years would go by, then shoot, my question changed to from why to when. Okay. One moment. Something trying to stop me from talking. Look at that. Excuse me. And so the question changed from why to when. Excuse me. When is this going to be over? And then it left from when to becoming the question of what. So there it was. My what turned out to be my own humility coat. It did. My own humility coat. That's my sinuses, y'all. I'm so sorry. Anyway, and some days I wore my humility coat with stress and sadness, but on other days I wore it proudly with hope. I sure did. I did. Because in my spirit I knew that this humility coat would need to be replaced with a new coat. It was temporary. Someday it had to wear out, or I would tear it along the way or damage it. Somehow this coat had to go. And so, yeah, on my good days of wearing the coat, it also gave me, The confirmation that I was doing something out of the ordinary. You hear me? That's what it was doing. My spirit from within was telling me, don't trip. You're going down the right path. That's why you're experiencing this. But I still couldn't understand it. And I couldn't put two and two together to really make sense of it all. But I followed orders. You know, I kept going. I kept going. Because at this point, I had 6 little ones under me that needed me to keep going. And they gave me the inspiration. They gave me the joy. They gave me the peace that I needed. They gave me everything that I needed. And so the Most High is cold with it. You hear me? He know what to do. He know how to do it. He know when to do it and who to do it to. If that made sense. But my babies, they pulled me through. They really did. Through good times and bad times. And so uh that was my confirmation that I was doing something, uh that everybody wasn't on the same bandwagon doing it. It was out of the norm, I guess. And so through my whole time of wearing it, now you know who witnessed it all. You know who seen it all. Yeah, you're right. God and my spirit team. They witnessed the whole thing from the time I was in the womb all the way to the present time of right now as I speak to y'all. Mm, awesome. So I push all this out of my soul right now. It's a part of me healing. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Anyway, getting to the point so I can wrap it up because this is not going to be a long one. Um, I'm keeping my humility, uh, in small portions in my soul to use as needed for balance, you see, because we all still have to have some type of humility for balance. But what I'm doing now, I've been given the grace and mercy to replace my coat of humility with the coat of honor and completion, just like Joseph got his coat of many colors. Yeah. And so, excuse me, that is my sinuses draining. And so, sorry about that, guys. If this makes sense to you, I'm not ashamed to speak about the humiliation that I experienced, but it's not going to go unnoticed. Spirit already told me so. My father already told me so. He said, I got your back, daughter. Don't trip. So I am blessed and highly favored, and I'm grateful to have worn my coat of humility without uh, without giving up on myself, without joining those who came against me without a cause. I never thought about, well, I might as well join them since I can't beat them attitude. I never really thought about that as a kid probably, but Child thinking, eh, it can be all over the place. And then, of course, you don't know any better. Anyway, I'm here and I'm grateful. And just to let you know that you can do it too, whomever it is that need to hear this. It's what you put your mind to, and it's what you choose to deal with in life. You have the free will to choose, and are you going to use it or not? It's up to you. Humility coat. And I'm signing out. I love you guys. You can subscribe, share, and hit the like button. And I'll make another video and push it right here. Y'all take care. Good night.